Hey everybody, this is Luke with the Android Guys podcast. I'm here with Scott. What's up, dude?
What up?
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
We got an app review today.
Yeah,
You have a game you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
The name intrigued me.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those that I have no idea what this game is.
Okay.
So, what is it?
Yep.
And then tell us what you think of it.
Okay, so this is a game that was presented to me, I think, as an advertisement
Sure.
of another game.
Mm-hmm.
That or something on social media. But when you go to install it, Google Play shows that there's just 1,000 installs. And it's an early look.
Yeah.
And they even ask for feedback as they develop the game.
Okay.
Okay, so the game is called Pigeon Poo.
Yeah, it is.
You're tasked with being a pigeon.
Okay.
Who kind of flies down the street, and you have to poop on people's heads.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
So I don't know if you remember, if you're listening, Luke, you'll know this. Do you remember the game Paperboy?
Oh, yeah.
How the game just kind of progresses down a street at an angle.
Uh-huh.
And then there's kind of like a 3D interpretation of the block.
Yeah.
So this is kind of that.
Okay.
But this is more of a, it kind of reminds me of Crossy Road.
Oh, yeah.
With the way the graphics are.
Uh-huh.
The look, the feel.
Yeah, very much so. Is like, kind of like geometric inspired, pretty a little bit desaturated color palette.
Yeah.
It's very colorful.
Yeah, and the details are nice where they are. The trees are obviously like squares and blocks and stuff, but then the pigeon has a nice 3D shape.
Yeah. People
walking down the street. Now, some of the characters repeat, of course, but
sure.
All you do is you start tapping this screen and it causes the pigeon to kind of float up. And it's not like Flappy Bird, but you kind of have this, like you're in charge of keeping it in the air or bringing it down. You want to grab food. So there may be like a piece of pizza sitting on top of a telephone pole or a bag of fries or something. So you kind of want to go around and collect those.
Like you want to grab that slice of pizza, but not hit the pole, right? Is it kind of like that?
If you go too high, you'll hit some power lines.
Okay.
And if you go down low and you hit people, you're only able to get hit like so many times and then you die.
Sure. Okay.
So you want to avoid obstacles. And as you progress through, you'll get more and more people coming your way.
Yeah. Different
speeds. But you have this kind of like, you could feel this sense of like you have a heavy butt.
Okay.
And you're trying to like tap, tap, tap to get going. And then once you're up, you're trying to find this pace.
Yeah.
And it's not a simple just cadence. But you have like these little wings that you're really working on. And you're trying to collect as much food as you can because you need to create poop.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Or poo.
Yeah.
So that's it. You go through these levels and you try to avoid people.
Yeah.
But you automatically poo as you go, and it drops down, and anytime it hits somebody, you see like this coin meter in the corner kind of collect the number of coins. These levels take you maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then you get to the end, and then you basically fly off screen and you land on another city block with your special lady friend pigeon.
Oh.
So you come back to her and you can go to the shop and cash in your coins. And then you can buy things like maybe a hot dog or something else to take her up on the roof. And
a little pregame before the next block.
Yeah, right. So she thanks you, each gift. She's like, thank you. I really appreciate it. We have a lot of room up here on the roof. Keep bringing me gifts. And then you're into the next level.
Okay.
And it kind of repeats. It gets incrementally harder. But that's about it.
Okay.
Now, so this isn't, like I said, it's an early look. It's a fun game. I enjoy it. It's one of those ones that you can pick up and play quickly and over. But I think without the introduction of anything else, it's going to lose my interest quickly.
Yeah.
Now, there is an option. Let me back this up. You will start to see ads after each level.
Okay.
So you'll get these kind of like 15-second things. Now you can skip after like 2 to 3 seconds. You can hit skip, so you don't have to sit there and watch this whole thing continue to play out.
Okay.
So that's nice. I don't know if that'll change. You can also, when you start a level, there'll be a little icon that pops up on a screen that says "Watch for extra food."
Oh.
So by doing that, it gives you like a 15 or 30-second ad that you watch completely.
You can't skip that.
Can't skip that one.
Right.
And then it puts you right back into the game. And then there's like this shopping cart kind of thing that just rolls down the street ahead of you. And it keeps spitting out different foods at a pretty heavy clip. And they're at different heights. So it's not like you can kind of float just behind it.
Right.
You want to kind of, but it's like a bonus way of collecting all kinds of food.
Right.
To really increase your chances of increasing your poo.
Right.
So.
Okay. So it's free to play, but the incentive to watch ads to kind of fill your meter. Okay, that makes sense.
Now, when you buy these gifts and you go back to the shop and you've got more coins, you'll see the some are sold out because you already purchased it.
Mm-hmm.
I had already purchased like 3 or 4 things, and you can see them up on the roof.
Yeah.
And then after that is when I clicked on the let's try the shopping cart, watch the ad, and see what happens. Now, this may be because it's an early build. This is feedback that I would definitely give the developer. It started me back out at level 1 again.
Oh, and then with no progress with your items on the roof or anything?
Nothing.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you look at some of the screenshots in the Play Store, you can see there's like level 25. I was up to like 9, 10, and I had collected a handful of things, had them on the roof, and I was thinking, I'll start to collect, some things that maybe are worth more points. Maybe they'll do different things. So far, they don't. They just go up on the roof and just kind of sit there. So for 10 coins, it might just drop a hot dog on the roof, and then you come back the next time and you can buy a 10-coin gift, and it's just kind of like does this placeholder animation, and then the hot dog materializes again.
Interesting.
So I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's kind of what's the point of it.
Yeah. So this, for me to really kind of score this early on is not truly indicative.
Sure.
But this is a game that I would recommend people if they just have a few minutes to want to try something a little different, play something fun, kind of a silly game. It's age 10 and above, so it's not a graphic poo kind of thing. Right. I scored this thing about a 3.3.
Okay.
So just above average.
Yeah.
Average features, graphics, I think gave it the best. I like the color, the layout of that.
Yeah.
Audio is what it is. I mean, there's like a little bit of white noise. There's also a poo noise. Sounds that if you hit somebody.
Okay.
Replay value, I've got it at a 3.5 right now, but that could drop.
Sure.
Or go up based off of what the full version of the game looks like later on. I think it's like 0.01 release or 0.1. Like it's very early.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a hipster.
Yeah.
I'm there early.
You're an early adopter.
Yep. So that's Pigeon Poo.
Okay.
And I would say 3.3. So a little bit above average.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing, Scott.
Thank you. All right. That's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.